Yo, check this. All right, we got an absolute banger for you. You do not want to miss a second of this video. We're going to be looking at the macro signals, why AMC is going bullish, and why the meme stocks are changing. We're also going to be looking at the overall stock market and showing you how the narrative is wrong and the market is not okay, and the fear is in the market right now. Let's not waste any more time, though, and hop in the charts, facts, data. Let's go. All right, fam, what's up? You are back for another video with Datazero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. We're also going to quickly look at Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. This is your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. Let's hop right in and show y'all what's going on for today. Now, GameStop with an interesting pop to the upside here in the close. A huge buy order came in. You can see this massive amount of buy volume came in with this huge volume candle right here. Over 600,000 shares in this 5-minute candle alone. So a massive amount of shares traded in this last little bit of movement of GameStop, showing that the dips are being bought on the meme stocks. Now, remember this theme because it's going to go out throughout this video. Dips are being bought for the meme stocks. Evidence to give us confirmation, that gives us confirmation, that gives us confidence that we are going to see the bullish outcome that we're looking for. So I believe that the meme stocks are bottoming. I think we're seeing movements to the upside. GameStop getting a nice pop to the upside here out of this falling wedge. Still didn't hit our first overall price target, though. Our first price target is going to be $22.32. That's the lowest level I think that GameStop will hit before pulling back. You can see that we went as high as $22.27 here, which is right below that level. So that could technically count, but I do think we're going to see more upside for GME stock, in my personal opinion, based off of everything we see here. If you go ahead and look at the super trend, we still have this 4-hour buy signal. Things are looking good. We still have this 2-hour buy signal. Now, 2-hour MACD is slightly red, but that could change very, very easily. 4-hour MACD starting to still very, very green, starting to curl back to the upside. If you can see here, we're slightly curling back to the upside here on that 4-hour MACD. It was curling down, but again, we're getting a push back up. RSI not yet overbought, so I do think GameStop still has more room to run, and the overall trend is shifting to a uptrend. If you look at the alligator here on the 4-hour time frame, we shifted to an overall bullish trend, and it looks like the momentum is shifting back to the upside for GME, and GME will see a recovery. So I still think we're going to hit that first price target of $22.32, and once we break above that level, we can start moving towards the second price target of this falling wedge breakout, which is that 25.03 level to that 25.93 level here on GameStop stop. So GameStop, very short, sweet, simple, to the point. GameStop looking good. You want to see liquidity get a little bit more locked up for GameStop, and they are using shares. You can see that they dump shares on GameStop. 3.6 million shares available to short for GME stock, and of course, cost to borrow for GME stock still remaining low because of that overall dilution. Again, GME, it's going to take a while for GME cost to borrow to go back up, but it will go back up. This happened for AMC when we had the dilution. You can see that short volume is getting completely out of control. They are still shorting all of those white bars. That is short volume. You can see that it is increasing and moving to the upside. So they are shorting more and more and more and more on GameStop, but GameStop is not going down, which means it could create some type of imbalance where GameStop sees a pop to the upside if shorts start to get squeezed out. So they are desperately trying to push GameStop stock down. You can see cost to borrow coming up slightly, 0.34%. We are getting a little bit of a green candle here after that recent drop because of all the shorting, but you will see cost to borrow start to spike up. And when it does spike up, again, when you see this deviation, you can see overall cost to borrow coming down while overall shorting volume coming up. When you see that deviation, you normally see a big pop to the upside in cost to borrow. And when meme stocks get big pop to the upsides on cost to borrow, they see big moves. You can see around 530, 529, we can have a big pop to the upside for GameStop. If I go ahead and go to the daily time frame around that 530, 529, you can see that's when we had these big pops to the upside, that 530, 529 area. Every time cost to borrow starts to shoot up, you see price action start to shoot up for the meme stocks. It's a sign that liquidity is drying up, and also it is showing that it's getting less short shares because it costs more and more and more to short the stock. So there are multiple reasons why cost to borrow going up is indicative of price going up for the meme stocks. Now, as far as GameStop is concerned, you can see daily MACD trying to get across as well. That's something I pointed out on the weekly outlook and prediction. So GameStop, again, it looks like bullish momentum is shifting and trying to go back to the upside, and GameStop should be recovering. Now, something you want to look at here is the weekly MACD. is going red. We want to see that go back to the green side. But overall, GameStop holding these key levels and breaking out of this falling wedge, I think we're going to see a recovery for GME stock. And I think that these buy orders coming in and this push to the upside is overall evidence of that. What we expect to see tomorrow is probably consolidation here in the pre-market hours, a push to the upside, and then an overall pullback coming back down to about 21.77. Then you should be able to get a bounce to the upside off of that level for GME stock. I will be streaming tomorrow during market hours, so you can tune in and lock in and subscribe right now, and make sure you put the bell notification on. That way you get every time I drop a video and or go live, and you can get that information because the information is time sensitive. Now let's go ahead and move into AMC and show you what's going on for AMC and continue this video. We'll move into SPY in the overall market. So AMC overall news doing very, very well. Deadpool breaking over $1 billion at the box office, the biggest R-rated movie ever. So this is going very, very well for AMC stock. Box office improving, fundamentals improving. Also, we have debt extensions, and again, what I showed you guys, the macro technicals are improving as well. There are multiple signs of bullishness here on AMC stock that we haven't had since the big run up. So you can see here we have green monthly MACD, which I've talked about considerably here on this channel, and I just want to go over a couple of these things here. We also have green weekly MACD as well, but some of the more rare signals are that green monthly MACD. Also, the weekly super trend, we have that buy signal here on the weekly time frame with the super trend. This is a huge signal that we haven't had since we had this run up here. And then, of course, we had this run up here where we had that buy signal as well. Green monthly MACD has only ever happened when we had that big movement to the upside. And when you put all of these together, they have not happened since we had this big run up. We haven't had green weekly MACD buy signal with green weekly and green monthly MACD since the big run up. And we are also having more macro signals showing traders and showing investors that this is actually bullish, that AMC stock is actually bullish. If we go ahead and go here, you can see that AMC is flirting with a golden cross. Now, we've been talking about the golden cross here recently on the channel. The golden cross here is what they're talking about here on the daily time frame, and I'll explain to you what a golden cross is and quickly go over that. So golden cross has to do with the moving averages. You see this white moving average here. When the 50 moving average crosses over that white moving average, so 50 marked in yellow, 200 marked in white, when the 50 crosses over the 200, that is called a golden cross. And when that happens on the daily time frame, that is a significant signal that this stock is going bullish on the macro. And I demonstrated with Bitcoin. I showed y'all when Bitcoin did the golden cross and broke above the 200 moving average. That's when Bitcoin really started to take off. I also explained during the live stream that there was a large time where Bitcoin was sideways, basically flat sideways, before getting a big push to the upside. But you can see once it broke above the 200 moving average on the daily time frame, that's when it really started to take off. And also when it had the golden cross on the daily time frame, that's when Bitcoin really started to push to the upside. Again, this is for multiple assets. This is a signal to traders that this stock is going bullish on the macro. So not only do we have weekly buy signal, weekly green MACD, green monthly MACD, putting all of these together, we have not had all of these signals since the last run up since 2021, and we also have the fractal in play as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you can believe whatever you want. I'm going to believe my own due diligence. I'm going to believe the charts, the facts, and data. They have not led me wrong. AMC is in a consolidation range and getting ready to make a move to the upside. Unfortunately, the market is not on your time. It takes its own time. These consolidation ranges are considerably long. Last time we consolidated for 3 months. I've showed you this also on the last couple videos that we've consolidated for 3 months after the push up 1, 2, 3, and then got a big move to the upside. Again, Bitcoin, another example, consolidating for a long time, overall flat for several months before pushing up. These assets need to consolidate in these little bullish periods. This is the beginning of the bull run. It's very slow. It's very methodical. They need to consolidate, and then they start to move up. Now, AMC, again, getting ready to have this golden cross here on the daily time frame. You can see the 50 moving average marked in yellow about to cross over the 200 moving average marked in white. You can see that we're using the 50 moving average as support on the daily time frame. The 50 moving average is squeezing us in between support and resistance here, and you're going to see a pop to the upside. When we break above this orange sloping resistance, you're going to see a pop to the upside. If you see green daily MACD, that's also more signs of bullishness. If we break and hold the 200 moving average marked in white, which is right about $5.15, if we hold $5.15, $5.16 as support, you're going to see a big pop to the upside. And if we get the golden cross, these are all signals you can look for to sign that AMC is about to make this move. Now, the major thing that you want to look for is, again, breaking above that 200 moving average and using that as support. These are all signals to traders and investors that this stock is going bullish. And of course, I can go back to the macros, showing you how the macro is improving, the debt is improving, AMC is taking over market share. There are multiple reasons to say this stock is going bullish, giving us confirmation, which gives us confidence that this is going to see a bullish outcome as expected. So AMC stock looking very, very good in my personal opinion as far as the macro is concerned. Now, what I expect to see for tomorrow is consolidation pre-market, a pop to the upside, and then a pullback coming down, confirming 502 once again as support, and then bouncing off of 502. Unlike today, where we came down to 495, when I told y'all we would probably come down to 495, I don't think we're going to come that low tomorrow. Now, there's a possibility we do, but I think we're going to bounce off of 502, so watch for that tomorrow. If we do bounce off of 502 in the morning, that is extremely bullish, and you probably see a bullish Tuesday. If we can hold 502 in the morning, confirming that, and then pushing up towards that 515 range. Now, if we can hold 515 as support where the 200 moving average is, that's where things can start to get really, really exciting. And these levels mean more now. That's why I said this is the real battle of 502. They mean more now because of the setup that we have now. AMC getting squeezed in between support and resistance. Things are getting less volatile because volatility is about to get crazy. AMC stock going to see a move to the upside. In my personal opinion, AMC stock bottoming and going into a macro overall uptrend. So instead of overall trending down like it has been, you're going to see AMC stock start to trend back to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at for AMC stock and what I believe is going on for AMC. Let's go into SPY and show you all what's going in for SPY, and then talk about crypto and wrap up this video. So SPY, there's a potentiality that there could be some type of major attack in the Middle East over tonight. If that does happen, SPY is going to absolutely dump. Also, I told y'all SPY is probably going to move to the upside and then pull back. SPY apparently and appears to be making an overall bigger bear flag. This appears to be a bear flag, and SPY showing a ton of weakness. This overall downtrend is still very much intact. If you go ahead and pop on the alligator here on the daily time frame, you can see that it hasn't even began to shift bullish at all. Still overall downtrend with bands spread far apart, letting us know that momentum is very much to the downside. SPY having trouble even coming up to fill this gap fill. Daily MACD still red. SPY is showing a ton of signs of weakness. There are still a ton of signs of the economy that is not going good, and I think SPY might even start to pull back here a lot sooner than I expected, maybe not even filling this gap. Now, I'm expecting we probably come up and fill the gap, but if we cannot start getting some support here soon, you're going to see SPY really just start to fade out and start moving down towards the downside. We also have inflation coming out, and that's something you want to watch out very, very closely. PPI drops tomorrow, which is going to be huge, but inflation comes out Wednesday, and it looks like inflation is due to come out hot. You can see that the forecast here is a little bit higher than the previous numbers, so it looks like inflation is expected to come out hot, so that could have a bearish effect on the market. And of course, if you do see the Middle East start to escalate, that could have a bearish effect on the market. Now, if the market does start to crash, again, the same way you've seen this giant pullback here, it'll probably pull back for AMC, but AMC will get a bounce. And I do believe that margin calls, also liquidity drying up, things of that nature will ultimately help AMC squeeze if you truly want to do see a mega squeeze in that type of environment where market is pulling back. And I've showed this with examples of Volkswagen. I'm not saying AMC is Volkswagen. I'm just showing you historical facts and data to show that when the market pulls back, we can see these mega short squeezes when liquidity dries up, when margin calls occur. So do not get discouraged. If you do see AMC make a pullback with the market, I believe it will recover and bounce back to the upside. That is the very same thing that Volkswagen did. If you look at VW short squeeze and look what actually happened, VW had a massive capitulation before having a huge pump to the upside. So it trended up as the market started to trend down. So if I pull up the 2008 SPY chart, I'll just do it real quickly. 2008 SPY chart. And you can see that the overall market started to trend down. And this is during, those months that Volkswagen started to trend up. then the market capitulated, Volkswagen capitulated, and then absolutely ripped. So that is what I expect to see if something like that did happen and you just seen a huge dump to the downside for SPY. And I actually think that would be a good thing for AMC and GME stock. But I think the overall stock market is going to probably push up just a little bit more and then pull back. Overall bear flag in formation. So I'm thinking SQQQ will probably get a bullish move here towards that $10 range soon. You can see SQQQ making a bullish hammer candle right here. If SQQQ can break above 975, you could see a push towards $10, where $10 calls would go in the money, and that could be a play that traders are looking at based off of the technical setup here. So this is what I'm looking at for the overall market. If I do have an official play, I'll put it in the Discord for you guys, but this is just what I'm looking at right now. SPY showing a tons of signs of weakness, and I'm not seeing much signs that this recovery is going to continue much longer. If anything, you might see a move up for that gap fill, but other than that, it looks like we're in an overall bear flag and going to be moving back to the downside here when it's all said and done, creating an overall downtrend and continuing down, giving that market top that I did tell you guys would be coming in once we broke down out of this channel, and confirming that market top as well. So this is what I'm looking at for the overall stock market. Let's go ahead and go into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and wrap up this video. Bitcoin literally on the edge of a cliff. We want to see Bitcoin get back above key levels of 61,300. Okay, Bitcoin needs to get back above 61,300. Right now we are on a dangerous level. We need to get back above this overall trend line as well. If we break down out of this, we might be coming back down, but I think overall cryptocurrency, even if we did see a dip, it would still continue to the upside. I think it would just be a temporary like bear market before pushing to the upside and make a higher high. You've seen something similar back here in the last bull run where we pulled back but then ended up making a higher high. So if we did see some type of major dip, I think the overall trend for Bitcoin would continue to be up, in my personal opinion. I am very, very bullish on this asset for the macro Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin, again, you want to see back above those key levels of 61,300. If we did see a pullback, I would look for support around 50,000, and I don't think we would go as low as 41,000. So I'd look for major support around 50,000, and that would be a major buying opportunity. Last time we went down to 50,000, you can see that we made a big pop to the upside. So that's where I would look for support for BTC. This was your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. If you found the video informative, go ahead and press a like button and subscribe. I appreciate you if you watch to the end, because so few people watch to the end and it helps me out greatly. If you want to support the channel for absolutely free, again, just hit the like button and subscribe. But you can check out the merch store, link down in the comment section below. I am rocking some of the merch right now. It says DZ on the back. And of course, we have other stuff as well. And we have stuff for guys and girls. It's also customizable as long as it doesn't match with the actual font. You can change the colors of the t-shirts and stuff like that. So check it out. We have a bunch of different stuff, hoodies, hats, stuff for pets, t-shirts, mugs, all types of things. So check that out if you want to support the channel in a different way. And I appreciate y'all, because we could not do this without you. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Datazero updates. And I appreciate you if you watch the end of this video, because so few people watch to the end. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.